Broadway Bound is a success. The show, a one-time fundraiser for the Stratford Youth Can Do program, was the culmination of a three-day theatrical workshop put on by Heidi Ford.
I wanted to do it. First of all, I love to teach dancing, and I saw it as an opportunity to further my love for arts and culture and a sense of community through arts and culture, and what better way to go about it than tapping into our youth. So that's why I decided on the teenagers, and I thought we could get a show together and give them some valuable experience, raise money for some valuable causes, and have a lot of fun in the meantime.
For Broadway Bound dancers Jemima Sutherland and Ellen Christie, the opportunity to learn from a professional like Ford was something they were very thankful for.
It's so important because there's not, on Prince Edward Island especially, there's not a whole lot of nourishment for the arts. And I think what Heidi's doing is so incredible because, like me as a performer, it's nice to know that there are things out there, and to see Heidi as a professional, know that I can sometimes be like that too. So
it's necessary, it really is, because coming from PEI, we don't really have a lot of access to that sort of thing, like compared to someone who lives in Toronto or Montreal. So having someone like that who's willing to do something like this is really necessary, because if we want to have any chance to go into something like that, you know, we have to have that. We have to have that wisdom before we even try to audition for a school.
In order to be a part of Broadway Bound, the dancers had to audition and write a letter telling Ford why they thought they should be part of the workshop. After being selected, the dancers took part in an intensive three-day camp where they not only learned new types of dance, but received valuable instruction in things like nutrition and how to audition. For Ford, it was her chance to give something back to the next generation of performers.
I was blessed in my lifetime with a lot of really amazing teachers that I benefited from, and so if there's any way that I can pass on some of my knowledge to these teens, then I'm going to be happy with myself for being able to do that.
As an added bonus for those in attendance, Ford enlisted the services of some well-known local talent. Terry Hattie, who starred this summer in the smash hit Canada Rocks, and Richard Wood, back on the island for a short break from touring, were only too happy to lend their hand to the worthwhile cause.
It's critical that people that have achieved something, anything at all in the industry, or have some skill, it's essential that they pass it on. How do people learn and grow? So that's great.
I was really thrilled, and I was really enthusiastic about the whole project. The continuing support that everybody's been given to her and giving to the to the youth, and of course, being a youth myself, naturally it's a great thing, and it's great to see that somebody's actually taking the time and effort to put into it, so that the arts and the cultural side of things really do excel and take off.
Ford, a native of Ontario, was impressed beyond words by her dancers and thinks the future of the artistic community on the island is in good hands. Christie, who was one of a lucky few dancers to receive a scholarship after the performance, hopes the local community understands the importance of supporting the arts.
It's very necessary. It's very important. The arts, although it is a large part of the PEI community, there isn't a lot of funding, and there's not a lot of funding for people who want to pursue the arts into a post-secondary education. So it's very, very, very important that it continues to be important to the PEI community.
At the Stratford Town Hall, I'm Matt Beardsley for Eastlink Magazine.